Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We have more gaming and PlayStation news, rumours and leaks to go over, including some exciting news around Marvel's Wolverine. Now this is a game that fans have been waiting for since it was first announced way back in 2021, and for a long time things have been really quiet, almost too quiet. Insomniac Games, the studio behind hits like Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales, hasn't shared much about the project at all, just a promise that yes, the game is still in development for PlayStation 5, but now we're starting to hear more news about the game, and the news or rumors are sounding pretty exciting. According to the latest reports and rumors, early playtesters who got their hands on builds of the game say it looks absolutely fantastic. Not just good, but fantastic, which is absolutely encouraging, especially after all the challenges the developers have faced. And of course, those challenges have been pretty tough. Insomniac Games, we know, suffered a massive ransomware attack last year, and it wasn't just game files that got leaked. Sensitive information like addresses, social security numbers of people working at the studio were also exposed. So imagine the stress that then puts on the team. Not only do you have to deal with the leak of all your work, but your personal lives are suddenly under threat too. So it's no surprise that the game faced lengthy delays. But despite all of that, the studio has kept pushing forward. And if the playtest feedback is anything to go by, Wolverine is shaping up to be something really special. Of course, all of this playtesting stuff is all under wraps. It's all private. Nothing has leaked online. Only the reports that playtesters are loving the game so far. Now things get even more interesting when you learn that the rumor going around is that a trailer for Marvel's Wolverine is already finished. A couple of days ago, industry insider Tom Henderson mentioned that sources close to him believe the trailer could be shown at an upcoming PlayStation State of Play event, possibly this month, and if not then, maybe later this year at the Game Awards. So when do you think Sony should drop this trailer? Do they save it for the end of the year and go out with a bang as the closing trailer for the Game Awards? Or do they hit us with this trailer sooner, like in 3 weeks time at the Sony PlayStation State of Play event, and build up hype for the next 12 months or so, or whenever it's coming out? Of course, we need to be realistic, right? Because even if we see a trailer, the game probably won't come out until at least the end of 2026 or even early to mid 2027. So still quite a while to go before we get to experience the game for ourselves. But I suppose the good news is now we're starting to hear more whispers and rumors about Wolverine. A couple of days ago, it was about a trailer that was completed and ready to show alongside a PlayStation State of Play event. And now we're hearing that playtesters are playing certain sections of the game and they're having a fantastic time. So it's really good to hear that people are getting hands-on with the game and having a fantastic time. I cannot wait to see what this trailer is going to be. But really guys, when do you think they should release the trailer? Should it be the Game Awards or State of Play? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's move on and briefly talk about GTA 6. Even though Rockstar hasn't given us much new footage since the big reveal trailer, the game continues to make headlines. This time it's not about the release dates or trailers, but it's about something a little more subtle but very Rockstar. A recent leak suggests GTA 6 is going to keep up one of the series' longest running traditions, and that is parody websites and apps inside the game. And if you've played GTA 4 or GTA 5, you'll remember this feature very well. In GTA 4, you could sit at an internet cafe and browse all kinds of fake, hilarious websites. And in GTA 5, it went even further with a full smartphone, which you could use to access parody apps and sites that poked fun at modern culture. Now, according to data pulled from domains recently registered under Take-Two servers, GTA 6 will likely expand on that idea once again. Some of the domains include names like whatup.app, clearly a parody of WhatsApp. There's also a rideme.app, which feels like a Rockstar version of Uber. And there's also a buckme.app, which looks like it's mocking Venmo. But it doesn't stop there. Other domains like leonida.gov.org, which is hinting at an official website for Leonida, the fictional state where GTA 6 takes place. And then you've got more tongue-in-cheek names like brianandbradley.com, which might be a parody law firm in the game. And of course, Rockstar couldn't resist throwing in some absolute crackers like hookersgalore.com, which I'm pretty sure a few of us will be checking out, and my boy has a creepycorndog.com. Hilarious and strange, but that is Rockstar's humor and I love it. It's how they make their real worlds feel both satirical and both immersive. A question for you guys though is, how much do these little details matter to your GTA experience? Because for some players it's all about the missions, the cars and the chaos, but for others it's these little tiny hidden touches that make the world feel unique and alive. And whilst we're speaking of GTA 6, Rockstar, of course, recently pushed back the game's release window. Originally, it was targeting a 2025 release, but now it's officially delayed until 2026. That news hits some players really hard. We've been waiting for GTA 6 for over a decade, and hearing it's being pushed back is hard. It's tough. But while fans were disappointed, developers at other studios had a very different reaction. In fact, some of them were thrilled and kind of celebrating like a party. Nate Fox, the creative director at Sucker Punch, the team behind Ghost of Tsushima and the upcoming Ghost of Yotei, he was asked in an interview how his studio reacted to the news of the GTA 6 delay. And his answer was really simple. He goes on to say that we're all still hungover. Basically, the whole team celebrated like a party. Why? Because their game, Ghost of Yotei, is set to release in the first week of October. And let's be real, no developer wants to launch their game right next to GTA 6. This is going to be the biggest release of any form of media ever in history. Nobody wants to launch their game around the GTA 6 release window. And on the flip side of that celebration that Sucker Punch were doing, the flip side is that any game that does plan to come out now in 2026 is going to have a massive challenge. Take-Two's CEO has made it clear. The release date for GTA 6 is locked in, and he even said he has very, very high conviction it won't move again. So while Sucker Punch and others are safe for the end of 2025, the competition in 2026 is going to be intense. Think about any game coming out after, let's say, March 2026, and even up until the end of the summer in 2026, especially those that need players to be consistently online. It might be okay if you release a single player game, because some people may want to take a break from GTA for a few days or a couple of weeks, or dip in and out. And whilst they're taking a break from GTA 6, they'll go and play this other single player game knowing that they can finish it in 20, 30 hours and then go back to GTA Online. But if you're releasing a live service game or a multiplayer game or a game where you need lots of online players, it's going to be a bleak time for your game in 2026. Anyway, let's move on and take a look at the Tokyo Game Show. Sega is getting ready for TGS, which kicks off on September 25th, and they've got something really interesting planned. On their official event page, they listed out the games they're going to be showing, like Persona 3 Reload, Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo. However, there are also 4 mystery slots labeled coming soon. What could those 4 mystery slots be? Fans are already starting to speculate. Some think it's going to be something tied to Ryuga Gotoku Studio, the team behind the Like a Dragon series, since that studio has its own big live stream the day before TGS. And last year, that event gave us the reveal of Like a Dragon Pirate Yuzuku in Hawaii. So it wouldn't be too surprising if Sega saved another big reveal for this year. Another possibility for one of those mysterious slots is the next Virtua Fighter game. Sega's already teased it, showing off early combat footage, and with fighting games having a huge resurgence right now, TGS will be the perfect place to dive deeper. But here's the interesting part. Some of these announcements might not even happen at TGS. They could show up during a Nintendo Direct, which ironically is rumored to be happening around the same time. And to top it off, Sony is also expected to host its next State of Play this month. September is shaping up to be absolutely jam-packed with gaming news, especially with all the big-hitting publishers and developers seemingly wanting to lay on some kind of showcase or event. And with Sony rumored to be doing the State of Play at the end of September, it ties in nicely with the Tokyo Game Show. And whilst we're on the subject of the Tokyo Game Show, Xbox are also making a big push this year in Japan. Now, Xbox will host its own Tokyo Game Show live stream on September the 25th. The focus will be on first-party titles and partnerships with Japanese and Asian developers. And that's no small thing, because historically we know Xbox has struggled to make a big impact in Japan and across the wider Asia region. They know how important this market is, and they're clearly trying to change the story. The stream will be available worldwide with sign language support and multiple platforms like YouTube and Twitch. And for fans attending in person, Xbox will have playable demos, including its new handheld gaming PCs developed with Asus, and that's the Rogue Ally and Ally X. On top of that, Ninja Gaiden 4 will be playable at the Koei Tecmo booth, which already has fans excited. Now, there's also rumors that Xbox could finally announce Forza Horizon 6 during its Xbox TGS showcase. And if the rumors are true that the game is set in Japan, then it's a perfect setting. Think about it. An open world racing game set in Japan revealed at the Tokyo Game Show. Perfect. It would be a huge move for Xbox and a perfect way to maybe win over some new fans and new gamers in the region. Beyond that, Xbox has a decent lineup of games with Keeper, Ninja Gaiden 4, and The Outer Worlds 2, which are all set for October releases. And then, of course, there's Call of Duty Black Ops 7 dropping in November. But let's not forget, with the exception of Keeper, all those games will be coming to PlayStation, including Forza Horizon 6, and with Ghost of Yotai dropping too in October. Wow, I know where I'm going to be playing my games. Guys, let me know your thoughts on the articles discussed in the video today. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.